From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
And welcome to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael here on KLAV Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I've got a heavy microphone here. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Chef Michael. How are you?
Good morning, good morning. Manna Jamaica. You know, yesterday, what a ball we had, Timmy. Because I know that the Grassos are listening right now.
Woo.
And Perko and Jolie, my very special friend, is listening right now. We had a dinner last night, Rich, that was phenomenal. Honey, tell everybody about that ham.
The ham was delicious. Oh, my gosh, yes. And I prepared it, but according to Chef Michael's directions, and it turned out excellent.
Yes, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoyed that. And then I made my favorite. Shut your phone
Sandy,
off, Sandy.
turn your phone off.
Right.
I told everybody else.
The Italian meatballs was great. Dr. Perry was there. He ate and took a bag
Diana?
of lunch. Diana was there, helped do the dishes. Naturally, one of the finest attorneys, Keith Gallagher, for civil
That's right,
attorney.
and his wife Linda was there.
Linda was there.
Yeah, we were all in the kitchen afterwards doing dishes, and everybody was helping out. It was such a
It was
fun
a great
time,
Sunday.
Yeah.
It was remember
and
Richie?
Jolie was there
good,
too
yes.
with Pirko. Oh my gosh, we had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun. Then we went golfing in the morning.
Oh, that was in the morning. Yes, we started out. Well, that wasn't until 12. I mean, by then you had already washed the two cars, cleaned the pool, done the dishes.
Well, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up early. It doesn't make any
We
difference.
prepared the ham and put it in the oven before we went to play golf. And then when we came back after 3 hours, we took it out of the oven and took the lid off and then let it cook another hour there in the oven.
Well, that recipe's
excellent.
a little
Oh my gosh.
intense. That's a little intense.
It is. We'll have to write that one out.
But real quick, if you buy
put it
a
on the
ham, if you go to
website.
Smith's and you buy not the spiral ham, the regular ham.
Yes.
Okay, you can, and everybody has their way of making it. Always cook it face down.
Okay.
With a lid. People say, you got to be kidding me. Most people put a ham on the side. And by cooking the ham on the side, it dries it out. But by leaving it face down, it boils all that through, and that ham melts off that bone, and it is incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and Gentiles, monkeys and reptiles, give me a call, 731-1230.
That's 702-731-1230. Don't forget you have to use that prefix now.
That's right. And if everybody calls, because you know what happened? We used to mention shows. We got 15 shows.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know we started out with four, now we've got
shows
15.
up to 15 shows. And
Thanks
Johnny
to
Stewart.
John Stewart.
Tell everybody what they get by calling and asking Chef Michael a question.
Well, they have all kinds of great shows for all you good listeners out there. Call in and make sure that you go get these free shows. They are Mark Savard, the comedy hypnotist over at Planet Hollywood. Also, we have over there Country Superstars, and we have the Beatles over there also.
Beatles show.
And so we're adding the Mentalist also over there. And then over at the Quad, right? At the Quad, we have Recycled Percussion, and we have Divas, right?
Right, the Divas.
Right. And over at the LVH with Rick, sue me, Rick. Rick has set us up over there with great shows over there. We have the Three Tenors, we have Trent Carlini, the Elvis over there, and we have over there Mosaic, and we have the Rock Vault. So that's a lot of shows. And downtown at the Four Queens, we have Mike Hammer, and we have the Rat Pack.
Mike Hammer. Oh,
Mike
my
Hammer.
gosh. We got more and more and
Unbelievable.
more.
And you know what I mean? So I want people to call. Now, I want you to know that every Friday night for the next month, I'll be playing the drums with my dear friend, David DaCosta, and we played at the
West Wing Cigar Lounge. That's right.
It's on Sahara. No, it's on Flamingo and...
No, it's on Durango.
On Durango.
And you go south of Durango. You go south on Durango, past Flamingo, and it's on the right side there, which is the west side of the street.
Right,
yes.
and I'm there on Friday. So Johnny Stewart came in and got up and sang a song that he wrote
I know.
for Sandy and I, and it really touched our heart.
Feast or
Johnny,
Famine.
It's called Feast or Famine. Mannaggia me con tutta cosa pugnetta al mila. And he starts singing in Italian. I said, Johnny, you're a Mormon. How the hell did you learn Italian? He goes, I don't know.
He said, I was inspired by you, Chef Michael. You know what, Chef Michael? We have a wonderful group today. We have Rich Rizzo. Hi, Rich. How are you?
How you doing,
You've been a choreographer here in town for a lot of years. I know.
40.
I remember 40.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then sitting with you is Suzanne, and she is a dancer. Sorry, Suzanne, I don't know your last name. Gibson. Well, welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends. And we also have CJ Charlton, and he is an Elvis aficionado. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. You sound so much like him. Hi, CJ.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Oh, you're so low key. You have a great radio voice. You know? And then we also have Szilard Summerjay.
Yes.
Hi, Szilard. How are you?
Good.
Come on
Thank
up
you.
on this microphone. I know you're a little shy.
Doing great. No, I'm good. Thank you.
I know he says he's been on the phone with China all morning long. They're getting him over there in a show, and I see he's got a couple of CDs for us, so we're going to be hearing some music from him later on.
Wonderful.
And we also have in the house, of course, you heard already, John Stewart with Legends in Concert, and
Morning,
he is
Sandy.
he is a legend himself, and he's been with us on the show since the very beginning, and we're so excited to have you here, John. Thank you so much for bringing all these fabulous guests on our show. We really appreciate it.
Well, you know, this guy that just came in, he's a good-looking kid. What's
Szilard,
his,
yes.
Szilard. What are you at, 6'3"?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you weigh, about 226?
So, exactly. How do you know that? You know that.
I used to be a pro fighter years ago.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? And I think you could take the black man over here.
Oh!
He was
Tim.
going to.
Tim is a mixed martial artist, and,
Oh, mixed
he
kung
does.
fu, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
And what do you do? Jiu-jitsu?
Shaolin.
Muay Thai.
Thai.
Yeah. so-
Unscratch your eyes out. That's me.
And also, Michael, we've got a lot of great sponsors. We've got the Resort Stay International, Salvation.
Richard Braglia, yes, and they drugged me back in. You know, I was retired. Could I tell them?
Sure.
I retired, and they called me, and it was 2 weeks. I went golfing every day, having a great time, and they called me and they drugged me back. But to supervise this time and to train, you know, what I used to do. So I'm very fortunate, and I'm very happy that I'm back with, you know what I mean? Because
Well, they
I
want
love,
you on the team.
yeah,
you
I
know.
love these
Yeah.
guys. I've been with these guys for almost 40 years.
I know.
And Al Rodriguez, Richard Braglia, all the gang.
Yeah.
We're going to have a great time. And Sandy, don't forget, the 27th is going to be big, September. September 27th is what, Sandy? Tell everybody.
Well, we're not sure exactly what we're calling it, but something like the Meatball Festival.
Oh, man, festival at Smith Food. And we
Yeah,
love
as
it.
a matter of fact, Vince from New York called in one day when Jolie, the great artist, was here, and he challenged Michael to a meatball cook-off. And so we said, well, you know, Michael, and I said, Michael, that's a great idea. I think we should do that. So he called Smith's Food and Drug, and he went over there and talked with them, and he said, what do you guys think? And they said, we love the idea. So now we're going to have music, we're going to have meatball cook-off, and we're going to have lots of great food, and a lot of vendors that are going to be there. So it should be a lot of fun.
And tomorrow's a big day because we're going to have the Salvation Army here with us and also Ronald McDonald House because we're with WEMA Foundation. So the
That's
three
right.
foundations together, we're going to raise a lot of money. And again, I got to thank Smith Food and Drug. You know, Tom Stunick and the gang over there, they got our picture right in the front of the door as soon as you walk in. And Smith's doesn't sponsor anybody. They just don't do that. But they did that with us, and their business has increased, and we're glad that they're a part of our team. And Sandy, you look so beautiful today. Why don't you sign the prenup so I can marry you? It's too much to ask.
He's so
of.
funny. Anyway, our other sponsors, as he said, include Smith's Food and Drug on West Sahara and Durango. George L. Stewart for insurance you don't have to die to collect. And in fact, we got to get George back on the show, John. And then Tony May, attorney at law.
I love you,
and
Tony.
Royal Cleaners on Flamingo and Durango. And
do great
also
shirts.
Byron Mills of Mills and Mills for a divorce attorney if you happen to need one. But, you know, we are here every Monday through Friday, and Chef Michael always gives us a special recipe to start off the show. What kind of special recipe do we get today?
Well, you know, remember that lady that was in a bathroom that never came out?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
moved. Now her nephew took the apartment.
Yeah, you told us that the
right.
other
So,
last
Charlie,
Friday.
get out of the bathroom and pick up the phone and dial 731-1230 so I can tell you this beautiful recipe. Now Charlie's in the bathroom. What the hell? They must have a kitchen in the bathroom because these people never get out. What do you want? Let's see.
What was that dish last night that you made?
What's that, honey?
You
The
made
broccoli with the ziti?
The broccoli with the ziti that I
That's
kept
a-
calling the wrong name.
Yes, that's a peasant dish. These are peasant dishes. What you do is you go to Smith's, naturally on Durango because they're sponsors.
Yes.
And you get some beautiful broccoli. Now, would you get that broccoli? Remember one thing, ladies and Gentiles, monkeys and reptiles. What I want you to do is get yourself. Richie, don't start. I'll kiss you right on your head. All right. You get yourself the potato peeler, and you always must peel the stem.
Okay.
Because the stem's got a string on it, and you could choke you, I'm telling you. So what you do is you peel it like you peel a carrot. Then you quarter it. You fry your oil and garlic and add your broccoli. Put a lid on it. Okay? Let it steam and let it fry. Then add chicken bouillon, because that's what makes the juice. A little bit of salt, a little bit of granulated garlic, parsley. I use black pepper. A lot of people don't like white pepper. White pepper is more powerful than black pepper.
Yeah, it's a little
trust
too
me.
strong for me.
So you got to be careful with that. And then boil yourself a pound of ziti or fusilli or mostaccioli. See, I'm right up Richie's Avenue, boy, because he's Italian. He's one of my people. And what we do is you pour that over the pasta. I'm telling you something, it is out of this world. And our guests went crazy for it.
Oh, yeah.
Which was nice.
It went so fast. Well, there was a little bit left over. I think you sent it home with Dad.
Well, everybody got a plate. Everybody, what's the matter, Tim? We got a call. We got a call. Charlie, you're out of the bathroom. Who's calling me? Joey B.
Joey D and Mikey A.
Hey, Joey. How you doing?
Joey, you son of a. How you doing, Joe?
We love you guys. I listen to you every morning. Patricia says hello. She heard you and called me.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. Oh, we love Joey. Well, anyway, Joey, I'm back with the gang, but I'm in a different capacity now. I'm going to supervise and train.
Right.
So,
All right, give me a call. Give me a call.
I will. We
guys.
love you, Joe. Give my gang to all the people down on the strip, and don't knock nobody out, please. Joey DeMiglio. We love you, Joe.
Have
Thanks,
a great
buddy.
day, Joey.
What a nice kid this kid is. You talk about a guy who's a powerful guy. Mean kid. This guy's like a bull. You know what I mean? I used to watch him fight. He knocked guys out left and right. And they were transvestite. But that doesn't make no difference. I mean, I'm only kidding with you.
So, Michael, we've got some great guests here. We've got Rich Rizzo. And, Rich, you've been in the business a long, long time here in Las Vegas. And I know that, you were talking about keeping the Don Arden's legacy alive.
Yes. I was fortunate enough to be his protege for 20 years before he passed on. And he left me his legacy. I mean, I got to do the Lido that was here at the Stardust back in the 70s.
Fabulous show, yes.
That ran for 14 years. And 3 Lidos in Paris, France. The Lido des Prix over there in the Champs-Élysées. And Jubilee here at Bally's, which opened like 35 years ago or something.
I know. I auditioned for that show,
You
but
did?
Yeah, but for the singers, you were supposed to be 5'6", and of course I wore really high heels.
Yeah.
And they actually let me sing through 16 bars of the song, which is pretty good.
That was a good
Usually
day,
they stop you after 2 bars. But of course, and they let me sing, but then they said, "Well, sorry, honey, you're too short." And then 2 years later, I went back after they raised the bar again another 2 inches. I said, "I'm going for it." Anyway, but I just love that show. It's a wonderful show.
Well, thank you.
And I know you know Dolly Coulter, and she's
yeah,
been-
so she did my Penthouse Pet show.
I know,
and and a couple country shows.
and of
Yeah.
course dance classes. You're still teaching dance classes?
Yes, I am. I've been teaching here, for about 35 years.
Yeah.
And 24 years at Backstage. Went through 3 owners
I know.
there.
You know Angelo Moyo.
Oh, yes.
I
mean, he leaves you feeling elated.
I know. No matter what level you
have
are.
a smile on your face.
That's-
your
Rich,
face
it's
hurts.
funny you said
That's
that. I
right.
went to Chicken Ranch once, and it left me with a smile on my face. This is before I met Sandy.
That is not a
hope
dance
so.
class.
It was a dance
He
class
was
for me.
joking.
Anyway, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And we're going to be right back with our guest, Rich Rizzo. And we've got CJ Charlton, and we've got Suzanne. What's your last name again? Gibson. I got to write that name down. Gibson and Szilard Summer J. So we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Charlie, get out of the bathroom and call me.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael here on KLAV, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every weekday. Like I said, Monday through Friday.
Oh, I love it.
That was pianist Szilard Summer J. Szilard, that was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So now, how did you get all the way over there? Where are you from, first of all?
I'm born in Hungary, Hungarian.
Yeah.
I went to study in Russia as a classical musician,
Oh, okay.
and then start to write music, and that's the way it's evolved.
So now you travel all over the world then,
Travel
playing
around the
music.
world. Yes,
Yeah.
Europe, Asia, everywhere, just about.
How big an orchestra was that?
That was a 9-piece orchestra.
9 pieces. Wow, it sounds a lot bigger than that.
Well,
Sounds like they must have had a lot of synthesizers.
we
that you
use a lot
played.
of electronic enhancement, and programming and sounds and sample sounds.
Right.
over the acoustic and original instruments.
So you have a nonprofit organization that you're trying to bring here from China.
Yes, we are working on right now getting the license in Beijing, the capital of China, and then with the help of Prince of Malaysia, and probably will be King of Thailand will be part of it too.
Wow. So what kind of nonprofit is it for?
Well, it's food, it's medicine, it's all kind of help for people. It's possibility, and top on that, performance and auctions, things like that. So you perform, and some of the money from the performance goes towards to goodwill.
That's good. So you're helping people around the world, is it, or
Yes.
is it going to a specific place?
It's gonna in Beijing first, then in Los Angeles second, then we're going to one open in Switzerland, and after probably we're gonna go to South America. We don't know yet.
Oh, that's great. So you're going to bring together musicians or do different performances yourself with bands, or are you going to bring in other performers too?
Very possibility. I always try to bring in native instruments and the culture, to mix the cultures. So when you listen to our music, it's like take you through the world musically.
It's like world music.
It's world music.
Yes, I can
So-
tell just from the sound of it. Yeah.
So it's like 200 instruments on stage from all part of the world.
So you're
Musician comes in
raising money for food for the people.
Yeah, to help
for
benefit.
food, for medication, for clothing, for whatever.
So anything that's
Well,
needed.
we need
Anything
to
is
go.
needed.
I need to go there and roll meatballs for these people. I'll
right.
fatten them right up.
Believe me, he will. Yes. Well, that's great. So you've also got a movie you're working on in China.
Yes, we're working on the movie. I scored all the music for it. I got to play one song on the piano in the movie, and it will be an American pianist go to China, fall in love with a Chinese lady, and the lady take you through whole China and show you all the culture and the lifestyles and the religion and Buddhism and everything.
Well, is this autobiographical?
Kind of, yes. kind of, and it's gonna be listed in the Cannes Film Festival too. It's gonna
good.
be entered to there.
Good. Well, where can people find out about it?
Well, it's still in the basic stages,
Okay.
but will be pretty soon. There are some picture shots already in internet you can find.
But are you going to have this on Facebook or your website? to
I
let
will be
people
put
know?
them on the
Yeah.
Facebook too.
Okay.
I have to because China do not have Google and Facebook, so
Really?
so we have
Well,
to.
I'm doing a movie too.
Good.
I'm doing a movie, and it's going to be the Film Cannes Festival, where fat Italian women they kidnap me, and what they do is I'm locked in the kitchen
Wow.
with these 12 sandwich eating, meatball eating women, and for like a month, like you know what I mean.
You're
I'm
going to be in heaven. That's heaven for you.
not with fat Italian
Oh,
women.
wait.
Let me
What
tell
are you talking about? You love
I
well
do
endowed
like
women.
fat
yes,
women.
You do.
But no, Italian girls. My sister's a beautiful girl. She had one kid. She's got a mustache thicker than mine. Unbelievable. Hey, Joey Vespi, go home.
So, Szilard, your website then, is it Szilard?
Szilard
your
Summerjay at
This is your email address, but what is your...
www.szilardSummerjay.com.
all right.
yeah.
So it's Szilard, S-I-L-A-R-D,
Yes.
S-O-M-O-R-J-A-Y
Yes.
.com.
Yes.
So you got to check that out and look for all of the information that you're doing with the nonprofit and, of course, with your movie that you've got coming up. And, you're performing.
Yes.
Yeah, where you're performing. That's great. Well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank
We're
you
going to
very
get back
much.
to you a little bit more.
Thank you, dear.
And I've got Michael. I got Chef Michael over there. Did you bring your guitar this morning?
Yes, I do. I have my guitar. It's stuffed up my gazoo. I left it home. What am I going to do?
Well, I know you were actually, I got to tell you, everybody that came to dinner yesterday brought some kind of dessert. And so we had these wonderful desserts.
Oh,
two
phenomenal.
of them,
Tiramisu.
which and the other one was an Italian cake of some kind.
Yes, it
What
was called Mannaggia Lugo Patalaba
Yeah, yeah,
Luguanda
yeah.
la Stuta la Bavella. That's the name of the cake. Not too many people buy it because it's hard for them to remember the name.
But, so what we did is he cut up some slices and they're in the green room there.
Yes,
we want to
delicious.
invite everybody to drink. Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
and the
Tell me-
cameraman stole a half of them for his next day's lunch.
Oh, speaking of cameraman, we've got Rhett Nielsen in the house. Hi, Rhett. How you doing? Good to see you back here. I guess Misha decided to go do something else today, go shopping or something, right?
She don't
well,
feel good.
Well, I know she's got a wedding coming up too that she's going to be going to, and she looked absolutely fabulous
She
last
already
week.
went to it.
Oh, she did?
Yep.
Oh, what happened?
She wore black. She
Did they
told
get
me.
married?
No, she wore, I said, why did you know? Am I right, Brett? I'm not BSing. She didn't like the guy.
Oh, it wasn't her wedding.
She didn't make it. She was the maid of honor, but she didn't like the guy her friend was married, so she wore black.
Oh, she wouldn't do that. She's too nice a girl.
Well, unfortunately, she did.
Oh, no, anyway. So, but we had a great time yesterday. We had a lot of friends
Yes.
over. And everybody got to see, the new installation of Jolé's painting at
Oh,
the
my
house.
God, beautiful.
Paintings, I should say. We've got over $200,000 worth of paintings of Jolé's in the house right now. We're getting ready to do a broker's open, and we want to make sure that, the brokers see this and the realtors that come through the house and stuff, because it's absolutely stunning. And the people saw it for the first time yesterday, and they were just, my dad had picked out a favorite. Linda picked out a favorite.
Yes.
And I said, great, they're available.
And he's one of the greatest artists I've ever. He's like Monet, but he paints by number. But it doesn't make no difference because he's great.
But his colors are so good you can't tell.
And he's a very special friend of ours, and we love him dearly. And where we live at, his paintings are displayed absolutely fantastic, and we're very excited that he allowed us to buy his paintings.
Buy them.
You think they were for free, did you?
Also we've got CJ Charlton here. Hi, CJ. How are you?
Good morning, pretty lady. How are you?
Hey, take it
Good.
easy, CJ. It's my girl.
I
Okay.
understand that we have a track here and you want to sing a song for us?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to do that now?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let's play that track and let's hear him sing a little song for
We'll have
us.
to check this voice out. It's unusual.
Bring it up a little bit, Tim. There we go.
Home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are, anywhere you are, is home. I don't need a mansion on a hill that overlooks the sea. Anywhere you with me is home. Maybe I'm a rolling stone, on my to mine. Everything that I hold dear is close enough to touch. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are, anywhere you are, is home, 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 home.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful, CJ. Oh,
Jay,
wow.
you sound just like Sinatra.
No, you know what? You know what? The thing of it is usually when we hear people that are singing Elvis, we hear a lot of the high energy, powerful, slamming songs. To hear the beautiful ballads that he did.
I love the movies.
Oh my gosh, the movies. I loved his movies. I mean, watching him as a kid, we were all like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. No.
Yeah, I've been listening to him since 1954. My daddy used to say, boy, this report card said Elvis Presley on it, it'd be straight A's. And that's true. And I know Johnny about over 25 years now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he thought it was one of his other Elvis singers singing. He said, who's singing? He said, he is. I auditioned for a show. He says, well, wrong height and a few other things. You don't look like Elvis, but,
But besides that.
But I told you could play Marilyn Monroe.
But he should tell his other Elvis singers, if you mess up, I'm going to change the whole concept and hire the Indian.
Well, CJ, I want to talk to you a little bit more about that when we get back. We've got a break for our sponsors now here on Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. But we're going to be right back with CJ Charlton. We've got Rich Rizzo. We've got Szilard Summerjay. And we've got dancer Suzanne Gibson. And, of course, Johnny Stewart and Chef Michael.
731-1230. Come on, call me Charlie. Get out of the bathroom.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, who wants to say something right now. Well,
I
come
love
on.
you, Sandy. I love you. Thank you for making me breakfast this morning, honey. That's all. Okay.
That yogurt was easy to open. Anyway,
I'm going back to them fat Italian girls.
hey, well, he tells me, he can't eat his own cooking anymore, because he can't eat the
Well,
kinds
my
of foods
stomach
that he's
is shot.
fixing.
I'm sick. I'll
I
be
know, I
62
know.
years old. I'm as much as the
So
stuff
I
love.
said you got to
can't eat
have
that
some
stuff.
yogurt. So every morning I'm starting him out with some yogurt, so
Yeah,
he
but I
can
want a
get the
prosciutto sandwich,
culture of
salami,
his stomach
mozzarella.
back
That's the
into
stuff
him.
I love. I can't eat that stuff no more.
Well, CJ, you were just, you were talking about how when you were working with Johnny Stewart, and he said, well, you're just, you're not the right height, and you're not the right what denomination or something. I don't know, whatever. What?
Yeah.
Denomination. That was it.
But you're Indian.
Yeah, it's Cherokee Indian.
Cherokee Indian.
But he won the world's best sound-alike voice.
Yeah. So it's amazing. You sound so much like him. So what do? You're still out there performing. You have a show that's playing at the Plaza all the time.
Yeah, at the
now.
Plaza Hotel, Friday and Saturday
Yeah.
from 5 to 7. I'm going to get some more hours.
That's a great slot to have because that's early enough in the day that a lot of the customers they can have a nice early dinner. They go out to see your show and still come home and
Myrna Prendez, she's my boss. I got the prettiest boss in the world. So Myrna, if you're listening, you got 500,000 people out there want me to have more days and hours. Just saying, but
there you go.
I've been filling it all the time, and her assistant Tony Liggio, they're just good people.
So now, how big is the showroom?
Oh, it's a new. They doing some changes over there. Jonathan, who's the CEO, he's an awesome guy. He's been doing some new changes, and the place is gorgeous. It's where Oscars is at too.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
steakhouse and
beautiful.
stuff,
That's beautiful. So, have you ever met Elvis Presley?
Yes, I did. I met Elvis Presley in 1972 at an international karate tournament.
Oh.
And we got something in common. I won in the lightweight division.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and he always was hidden all the time, and he had sent for me, wanted to congratulate me and stuff. And Elvis was always that way. He would say, "Hi, I'm Elvis Presley," like, duh. And so we came.
But that's also the humble side of him too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
to say, this is who I am.
Yeah,
And,
because we were
not
talking
just
about a
assume.
lot of we were talking about a lot of instructors when I was in high school. Bill Wallace, Superfoot Wallace, he was in the Air Force, the Norton Air Force Base, and that's how I met Bill. And he didn't want to show me how to kick and everything like that. And then later on, I see Bill was one of Elvis Presley's instructors. So.
Well, when you're doing something like that, it strips away all of the facade and all the other stuff. If you're out there and you're doing something that's totally different, like a physical act, like in a sport, when you're here, you are a performer. But when you're out there doing something and doing all the different martial arts like you guys are doing, you can't just fake that.
No.
Yes, Chef Michael.
Well, you said you were Indian.
Yeah.
Cherokee
No, he
Indian.
still
Yeah,
is.
I still am.
Full-blooded.
Yes, head to
Richie,
toe.
should I tell him the story with us? Richie was he did the Lido show. Right. And they were topless. Yeah. Right? Them
The
chicks
guys?
No, those guys were bottomless.
Oh.
It was a topless show, and there was an Indian guy in the front, and me and Richie sitting at the bar, and the Indian guy's going, some. And I'm saying, what the hell? And he goes, and the girls are coming out, he's going, some. I said, hey, pal, Indians don't say some, they say how. He said, me know how, we want some. That's useless stuff, John. Useless. I'm sorry, honey. I'm going home. I'm going with Charlie in the bathroom.
Well, so you've got your show going on now, and do you have any favorite Elvis songs?
I love the movie stuff, all the movie songs. When I sang, just like Mr. Stewart could tell you too, 99.99 people don't think that I'm singing. They think I talked to one of the cocktail waitresses, and she said, okay, when I was on a little break, she said, okay, CJ, so you singing along with Elvis, right? And I said, no. She said, for 2 weeks, I've been telling my customers you are.
Oh.
A week before that, one of the pit bosses was telling the customers I'm lip syncing.
Oh my gosh.
I had people walk by, they holler out, yeah, you wish you could sing like that. And, oh, this was funny. The last Friday, a guy came up to me, and he was just staring at me. He was telling his wife, I was doing, I think this song, Home is Where the Heart Is. He's a big Elvis fan. He had an Elvis T-shirt on and everything. And he said, there's no way he's singing. There's no way. And his wife says, touch his throat. Yeah. So he did.
And it was moving.
Yeah. And then I sang Can't Help Falling in Love. And he says, I'm still not singing. So I put the microphone in his hand and I danced with his wife singing it into her ear.
Oh, my God. Well, CJ, we've got a caller. Who's on the phone, Tim? Steve?
Hi. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Steve.
Sandy,
How
and
you
all your
doing?
guests. How are you today?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Good. I am going to make it to the Weimar. I have to talk to my parole officer when I can get out and get the tickets there.
Oh, my gosh. Everybody's a comedian.
No, all kidding aside, I am going to pick up a ticket. When is the date? The 20th show?
It's the 21st, and that's Saturday, the 21st. That's coming up
Beautiful.
in what, 2
okay.
weeks?
I will
2.5
see you before
weeks,
then,
yeah.
Sandy. One other note. That was a wonderful Elvis ballad. Give that man all the credit in the world. Great song. What was the song that he sang? Because I caught just the end of it.
Home is Where the Heart Is.
Home is great song. You are a great performer.
It was written
Thank
by
you.
Milli Vanilli.
Hey, Michael, I want to just give a little note for you. There's going to be a new Italian restaurant on the Strip, but they're going to have Chinese, too. It's going to be combination cuisine. You know what they're going to call it?
What?
Afangous.
Well, you know what? We've got a few minutes now, right? We've got about a few minutes. I would like to send out a shout out to all the couples out there that have been together a long time. And this is one of the songs that is on my new album that's going to be coming out soon.
Sweaty hat, ragged jeans, dirty boots, his arms and his neck are red from working hard in the sun all day. He's got calloused hands with barbed wire scars from keeping those cows and bulls apart and turning ground while his hair's turning gray. She can read the years and the lines on his face, but that's just what love looks like to her. Oh, it's always been him, her lover, her friend. There's no doubt in her mind what love looks like to her. Dress, baseball cap on her arm, a basket of marigolds, walking up the path, the breath of spring. Braided hair, chestnut brown, she wears it up till the sun goes down, slips off her clothes and softly sings. He's still amazed. Not a dream. That's just what love looks like to him. Oh, it's always been her, his heaven on earth. There's no doubt in his mind what love looks like to him. Shingled house, to them. Oh, what love looks like to them.
And that's the song.
Awesome.
Oh, man.
What love looks like. And I send that out to all the couples, and I think you know who you are.
Right. Well, that was not for me, folks.
It
No,
was.
wasn't.
Not 40 years
Why
maybe,
didn't you
but
tell
that's in
him,
the
Tell him
future,
on
yeah.
the flip side.
Huh?
Give him the words. You went, I love Chef Michael with purple feet and garlic breath. I love him so much. You know, a pasta in his pocket, rigatoni's up his arm.
That's most definitely an Elvis song. I just pictured Elvis Presley singing that song.
Did you really?
Johnny?
Oh,
yes,
my gosh.
I did.
Well, can we call him up?
555. No TV number. I did.
I
like to learn that
You
and
know
sing
what's
it.
funny is I haven't played that song for anybody before on the show, and I thought, you know what? I was listening to it the other day, and I thought this is a couple song that needs to be heard, and we've got to get this song released.
That's
So
beautiful.
I'm
Well, Sandy,
yeah.
we have the radio
You
show.
love to tell a story.
and-
It is a
yes.
story, yeah. And
It's
I
pretty
did not write
song.
that song, but that's one of the songs that one of the writers wrote for me to sing. You
Well,
know?
we do this radio show, and
Yeah.
we, and we
Delivered it well.
promote
Thank
a lot
you.
of
Thank
people
you.
to bring people,
Yeah.
so everybody knows who you guys are. There's a lot.
Right.
There's no radio
Yes.
shows in Vegas that what we do. There's just none.
I
There's
know
no
that.
TV shows anymore. We're going to
No.
television.
That's right.
We're going to go to television. The way what Carson did and what Donna Shore did, that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? And Sandy just said we got to go to a break.
That's right. So this
We
is the
gotta
Sandy
go-
Kastel and Friends
Yes,
Variety
sure.
Show with Chef Michael. We will be back right after a message from our sponsors with Rich Rizzo.
Yes.
And
Shout
CJ
out, girls.
Charlton.
Girls, call in.
That's right. Call in 702-731-1230. And Szilard Summerjay and dancer Suzanne Gibson and Johnny Stewart and Chef Michael. We'll
Yeah,
be
who
right
cares
back.
about me but Charlie in the bathroom?
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael here on KLAV, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. every day. Rich, you've
Yes.
got a lovely guest here, and you said she's one of your dancers.
Yes. Right now I'm working on the Las Vegas Follies.
Yes.
Okay. It's
That's a new show
a new show
coming up with Jon Stewart.
That's right.
Forever Young.
There you go. We're negotiating for can't say where.
That's right.
But it's in negotiation. But I have with me my lovely partner and lead dancer Suzanne Gibson.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, and we're all over 55. And
Oh,
we're
my gosh.
showing people, we're an inspiration to show people that you don't self-destruct after 55. You can get better, just like fine
Are
wine.
you going topless? That's all I want.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm just asking.
Topless
We'll
is
do
not
anything
necessary.
Rich says.
Rich, topless. Don't topless, Richie.
Oh, no, Jon Stewart said no.
No,
Hey,
this
you
is
party
this is-
pooping Mormon.
No, this is a family show, right?
It is a
That's
family
right. We want
show.
everybody to be able to come
Yes,
out and see this
yes.
show. And you know, you're
Rehearsals are topless.
So you can come to the rehearsals.
Suzanne, you're a perfect
Yeah.
example of like what you said. We keep getting better. We want to take
We
good
wanna
care
show
of ourselves.
people that.
And with
Women.
dancers and performers,
That's
I see
right.
that a lot, where they take care of themselves
Yeah.
and they continue to, age, but they also continue to take care of themselves and look
And
as
you can
good
get
as
better.
they can. Yes,
you can
right.
get better. You just got to get up, find your passion.
Well, you know Terry
Find
Ritter,
somebody-
right?
Oh, she's
She's
been
been
in
in
our
our show.
show.
She's
Yeah.
been in our
She
show.
is
She's an example.
as strong as she's ever been. I mean, in dance
was one of
classes,
those-
I'm watching her and
yes.
going, "Oh my gosh, this girl is like amazing."
She was in
Well,
our show last
Yep,
year.
she
Yeah.
did a portrait of Bambi Senior, who is 84 years young.
Yes, yes.
And
She's
still
fabulous.
stripping. We do a whole tribute to
Hey,
burlesque.
hey, you
Can
know.
we, John,
We
get a
have- we
comp
have
for
a
that show? We want to get a
lineup
comp.
We have a lineup of women that have been at the Tropicana and the Stardust. They performed all their young lives, and then
Yeah.
we have people that Rich has taught.
Well, when I started this, most of my girls were like 74, 75. Now they're getting around 80.
And they're still going strong.
And still, more beautiful.
And
And you know what?
More beautiful.
Figures
And the thing of it is, they've got passion.
Yes.
They've got
Absolutely.
passion, and they're
and
out
they
there doing
inspire
what they
the
love.
audience, and the
Yes, they
audience
do.
inspires them.
And desire.
It's wonderful.
Now, Rich, where
Yes.
can people find out about all your shows and everything that you've
Well,
done? You
we
have a
do,
website.
We do have a website for the Las Vegas Follies, and it's LasVegasFollies.com.
Okay.
And it has a a poster there, and it tells our show dates, what we're doing. And we're in rehearsals right now, so show dates will be coming up. And it
Good.
tells you about everyone in the cast.
Great.
And
So look for us.
the outline,
Okay.
yes. And,
How many people are going to be in this cast? Because everybody I meet, it's like they're working on this
well,
show.
yeah.
But I understand some people are going to come in and come out, you
Yes,
know,
yeah.
because
24.
24.
It's
So,
a 7-piece orchestra.
so it's going to be a 7-piece orchestra.
All
You're going
right.
to have dancers, singers,
Yeah.
and then you're going to have different stars that are going to come in and out of the show.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great, and I want to thank you both for being on our show today.
Thank you
And
for
I want to
having
have you
us.
come back again
Thank you. Yes,
as you
we
get
have to do
closer
that.
to doing the
I have
show.
to come back
okay?
with my pal Mike.
That's right. You
Thanks,
guys-
Rich. I'm
you
glad
guys have
somebody
to-
loves me.
Yeah, you guys
I
got
love
to
you,
come over
Mike.
on the 21st too. We would love to invite you to our WEMA event, okay?
Okay.
And that's
Sounds
on the
great.
21st from
Thank
1 to
you.
3 p.m. And CJ. So CJ, you have such a beautiful voice, and
Thank
you
you.
sing those beautiful ballads that Elvis made so popular. And you're performing every weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
At the Plaza
Hotel.
And so we want to send everybody out there. Is there any last minute thing you'd like to say to our audience?
Yes, thank you for listening to me. Yeah, come on down, and if you like me, if you like what you hear, if you're a big Elvis fan, all the Elvis fans in town, I invite you to come on out. Let my bosses know, because I got house payment just like you out there. So,
And we will stress everybody. to
and
touch
I
the fruit.
I totally love what I do.
That's important, I mean, because they say when you're kids and you're going into this industry, right, what do they say? They say if you can do anything else, do it, because you're going to be told you're too short, you're too fat, you're too tall, you're too blonde, you're too this, you're too that, and you're going to get all these no's.
You
but
bet.
if you persevere and you continue to improve your craft and you get out there and do what you love, then you will always be happy in your heart.
Yeah, there was a customer, he told me, he said, you remind me of Jim Neighbors. Then he walked away. And I thought about it. Now, Jim Neighbors, Gomer Pyle.
That's right.
And you hear him sing.
That's right. And he's amazing.
He
But
said,
you just don't look at him
Yeah,
and see
that's
him
what he
sing
said.
like
You
that
remind me of
song.
Jim Neighbors, and he walked away. And I figured out what he meant.
Well, CJ, I want to thank you for coming on the
Well,
show.
thank you so much
and
for
I want to
having
have
me.
you back again.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I can
and
thank my buddy Johnny
John
for
Stewart. That's
having-
right.
bring me on, too.
And then Szilard,
the
you're
chef.
such a great pianist, and you've been all over the world playing. And are you going to play anywhere here in the Las Vegas?
Probably we'll try to bring some concerts.
Oh,
We'll
good.
see
I would
some
love
performance
that.
centers.
Yeah, we have so many great opportunities, great places to play here too.
And the CCTV.
We'll get him some good bookings here, Sandy.
Okay.
We'll get him.
Okay, and then of course, in order to find out more about you, you can go to Szilard Sommerjay. That's SILARD SOMORJA.com to find out where you're performing, about your organization, and of course that you're bringing from China to the USA. And you've got a lot of people behind you. The
Yes,
Prince
many,
of
many
Malaysia,
people.
and you said a lot of other people are going to be behind
Yes,
you.
exactly.
And you're going to be bringing some concerts to LA and
To LA through CCTV, sponsored
Right,
by CCTV,
right.
which is
So thank you so much again.
Thank you very
any
much
other
for
shout
having
out
me.
you'd like to give before we have to break?
well. You mean a song?
No, anybody you want to say anything to?
Oh, just thank you so much for having me, and thank you, John.
Oh, okay. We are.
Thank you, John. And I got to meet John's son.
Oh, yes, he's
in the
amazing.
gym. He's a wonderful guy.
John, yes.
And just.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you to all my guests for being here, and John Stewart and Chef Michael. Welcome again to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here on KLAV with Chef Michael.
That's right. Shout out to David Yannachi. I haven't seen you in 20 years. Dave, where are you, buddy? We're going to put a show together. Remember him?